Hello everyone, myself Dr. M.Monika, Assistant Professor in the Department of Business Administration CA, St.Joseph College of Arts and Science, Autonomous, Cuddalore. Today we are going to discuss about strategic management. The terms of strategic management is used to denote a branch of management that is concerned with the development of strategic vision, setting out objectives, formulation and implementing the strategies and introducing the corrective measures for the deviations to reach the organization strategic intent. Definitions of strategic management. According to Praker 1980, strategic management entails the analysis of internal and external environments of firms to maximize the utilization of resources in relation to objectives. Next, according to Tees in 1990, strategic management can be defined as the formulation, implementation, and evaluation of managerial actions that enhance the value of a business enterprises. Needs for strategic management. The main reason for the need of strategic management for an organization are increasing rate of changes, higher motivation of employees, strategic decision making, optimization of profits, miscellaneous, increasing rate of changes. The environment in which the business operates is fast changing. The business concern which does not keep its policies up to date cannot survive for a long time in the market. In turn, the effective strategy optimizes the profit over a long run. Higher motivation of employees. The employees are assigned clear cut duties by the top management wise. What is to be done, who is to do it, how to do it, and when to do it. When strategic management is followed in any organization, employees become loyal, sincere, and goal oriented, and their efficiency is also increased. They also get rewards and promotion, resulting in higher motivating for the employees. The third one, strategic decision making. Under strategic planning, the first step is to set the goals, objectives of the business concern. Strategic decision taken under strategic management helps the smooth sailing of an enterprise. Strategic planning is the overall planning of organizations for effective implementation of policies. The fourth one, optimization of profit. An effective strategy should develop from policies of a concern. It takes into account actions of competitors. It considers future operations in respect of market area and opportunity, executive competence, available resources, and limitations imposed by the government. Miscellaneous. Mr. Hudson Broom, in his book Business Policies and Strategic Action, has mentioned that the strategy has a primary concern with the following: market opportunity, the product, prices, sales potential, and sales promotion, the available distribution channel and cost, and the scale of company operations, the manufacturing process required to implement the scale of operations, and then the research and innovations program. Next, importance of strategic management. The accomplishment of long-term objectives, the helpful to study the business environment, helpful to identify the business opportunities, diagnosis of business environmental threats, assistance in identifying the strategic advantages, the suggestions to overcome internal weakness, suggestions to maximize the internal strengths, strategic fit, helpful to face competition effectively, effective control helpful to face uncertainties in future, maximization of profits, diversification of risk, and finally prevention from incurring the losses. These are the importance of strategic management. Then scope of strategic management. The scope of strategic management covers the following key areas. First one, outsourcing. It means is purchasing from someone else a product and service. The marketing strategies deals with the pricing, selling and distributing a product. Next, financial strategies. It examines the financial implications of corporation and business level strategies options and identifies the best financial course of actions. Next one, research and development strategies deals with the development strategies, innovation and improvement. Then operation strategy determines how and where a product or services is to be manufactured, the level of vertical integration in the production process and the deployment of physical resources. Next, purchasing strategy deals with the obtaining a raw materials, parts and suppliers needed to perform the operations functions. And then logistic strategies deals with the follow of products into and out of products into and out of the manufacturing process. Next, human resource management strategy, ascertaining the need of human resources in the organizations. Finally, information system strategies in this organization are tuning to information systems technology to provide business units with competitive advantages. Next topic is limitations of strategic management. The following are limitations and risk of strategic management. Limitations of assumption. Strategic management is based on certain assumptions. If the assumption remains good, then the plan will be implemented. Otherwise, there will be no use. Strategic management. Problem in analyzing the environment. The success of strategic management depends on the correct analysis of internal as well as external environment. Here, especially the external environment scanning is important to grab opportunities which many times does not proved. The next, unrealistic mission and objectives. If the mission and objectives are not realistic, the strategic management cannot be successful. Problem of setting target. Sometimes it happens that the strategic may be very enthusiastic, so they may set unrealistic a goal which will difficult to accomplish. The next one, problem in implementation. Implementation of a strategy is important. If it is not implemented well, then there may be the problem. The strategic may not give the desired results. Next one, lack of commitment of lower level. It generally the strategics are framed by top level management, and at the time of forming the top level management has not consulted with lower level management may not be that much committed. Problem of resistance. There may be resistance on the part of employees to accept some target of the top management. Next, more theoretical in nature aspects. Opinion strategic management is more theoretical. In practice, there are different so it is remains unsuccessful. Problems of internal politics in organizations. There are differences among or between departments. So as there is no good relation, proper coordination, strategic become unsuccessful. The finally problem of traditional management. Traditional management has a narrow approach towards development. Its philosophy is not progressive. They want to run their business with the same fashion. So the strategics are not fruitful in this case. Next, strategic decision making process. In general, the strategic decision making process helps managers and other business professionals solve problems by examining the alternative choice and deciding on the best route to take. Using a set by set approaches is an efficient way to make the full informed decision that have a positive impact on your organization short and long term goals. The business decision making the process is commonly divided into 7 steps. Managers may these steps without realizing it, but gaining a clearly understand the best practices can improve the effectiveness of your decisions. The steps in decision making process. The following are the 7 key steps of the decision making process. Identify the problem. Decisions are made to solve problems. As a first step to decision making, managers need to identify the problems. Problem is any deviation from a set of expectations. Managers scan the internal and external environment to see whether or not organizational operations conform the environmental standards. If not, it signals a problem. Second one, gather information. Next is time to gather information so that you can make a decision based on the facts and data. This requires make a value judgment determining what information is relevant to the decision at hand along with how you can get it. Ask yourself what you need to know in order to make the right decision, then actively seek out anyone who needs to be involved. Managers seek out a range of information to clearly their options once they have identified issues that require a decision. Managers may seek to determine the potential causes of the problem, the people and processes involved in the issue, and any constraints placed on the decision making process. The third one, identify the alternatives. Once you have a clear understanding of the issue, it's time to identify the various solutions of your disposal. It's likely that you have many different options when it comes to making your decision, so it is important to come up with a range of options. This help you determine which courses of actions is the best way to achieve your objectives. The fourth one, weigh the evidence, evaluate the alternatives. In these steps, you will need to evaluate the feasibility, acceptability, and desirability to know which alternative is best according to management experts. The managers need to be able to weigh pros and cons, then select the options that has to highest chances of success. It may helpful seeks out a trusted second opinion to gain a new perspective on the issue at hand. The fifth one, choose among alternatives. When it's time to make your decision, be sure that you understand the risk involved with your chosen route. You may also choose the combinations of alternatives now that you fully grasp all relevant informations and potential risk. Sixth one, take action. Next, you will need to create a plan of implementation. This involves identifying what resources are required and gaining support from employees and shareholders. Getting others on boards with your decision is a key component executes your plan effectively. So be prepared to address any questions or concerns that you may arise. Finally, review your decision. An often overlooked but important steps in the decision making processes is in evaluating your decision for effectiveness. Ask yourself what you did well and what can you improve next time. Even the most experienced business owners can learn from their mistakes. Be ready to adapt your plan and necessary or to switch to another potential solution. If you find your decision did not work out the way you planned, you may work to revisit some of the previous steps in the to identify a better choice. Thank you everyone.